morning, y'all. It's almost lunchtime. It's Monday. Hey, Emily. Hey, Chase. I love y'all. Love my kids. I'm going to make a casserole. Did you grow up eating casseroles? Who doesn't love casseroles with the crunchy topping, creamy, cheesy stuff popped in the oven? It's yummy. It's yummy. It's comfort food. That's for darn sure. So we're going to start by putting in this little bowl here. Let me get my spatula. 3/4 cup of mayonnaise. 3/4 of a cup. This is a hot chicken salad, okay? 3/4 cup of mayonnaise. A can. You cannot have, at least in these parts, a casserole without cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, or whatever. It's got to be there. If that offends you, this is not the casserole for you. None of our casseroles are. That's just the way we roll down here. So, I'm going to mix that up. Let me get my measuring spoon. Two tablespoons of lemon juice. I squeezed a lemon here, and I'm just going to measure this in here. And this is just the base of what, you know, the creaminess that's going to be in your casserole. Mayo, cream of chicken, and lemon juice. And we're just going to set this aside. Oh, and I think I'm supposed to go ahead and put a teaspoon of salt. That's what it calls for. That's what I forgot to get out. Teaspoon of salt. There you go. I'm just going to stir all this up. And this is what you've got. See? Just a creamy dressing type stuff. Now, in this big bowl, we're going to put 4 cups of chicken. Chopped cooked chicken. I had cooked some and it was in the freezer, so this is what I'm using. I thawed it out, needed to use it. About 1.5 cups of diced celery. It calls for 2 cups. I'll probably have close to 1.5 cups. About 1/2 cup of chopped onion. I'm using 1/2 cup of sliced almonds. It called for 2/3 cup. I only had 1/2 cup, so that's what we're using. A little jar of pimentos, you know, diced pimentos. 4 hard-boiled chopped eggs. They're in here. Dumping them in here. And then 1 cup of cheese. Grated cheddar. Okay? First off, I buttered. This is a recipe for a 9x13 dish. I buttered a little square dish. And I buttered this little dish. I'm going to freeze this one. We're going to eat this one today. I'm going to put some in here and freeze it for another day. That's always good to do. Then someday you'll have your dinner already made. That's a good thing. Be nice to yourself. You'll thank yourself later. Anyways, so here this is, all mixed up. See all the good stuff? It's good stuff. Now you just put in your, let me make sure I got everything. Mayo, creamy chicken, lemon juice, salt, chicken, celery, onion, pimento, eggs, almonds, cheddar cheese. Now we're going to mix in the dressing part. I call it dressing. I don't know what you want to call it. It's the base of your casserole. All right. We're just going to stir it up. I actually haven't made this in a long time. I used to make it when I was first married a lot. All right. Yum, it smells good. Oh, by the way, and we're gonna put, it calls for just to crush up potato chips on the top. You can do that. I'm using panko. I'm gonna put melted butter on this panko and sprinkle it all over it. And that's fine, whatever you wanna do. Panko, cornflakes are really good on top of casseroles. Crush up, not frosted, plain cornflakes. I just don't have any right now. Crush them up, put melted butter on them, and sprinkle them on top. That's probably actually my favorite. But I do love panko too. All right, we're gonna divide this up in these dishes. My mother made some last week, and I didn't get very much of it, and I've been hungry for it ever since. So I'm like, dang it, I'm just gonna make some. She offered it, but I was kind and left it behind so they could have it. I wanted it, I ain't gonna lie. This one in the freezer might not have quite as much in it. Let me see. But yeah, you can just put this in a 13 by 9 or a big casserole dish. Whatever you want. A big round casserole dish. You can do that. It does not matter. Well, there we go. Now, all I'm going to do is mix up these panko crumbs with this melted butter. I'm using about a cup and a half or so of, cup and a half to 2 cups of panko. And about 4 tablespoons of butter. You just want enough to where, you know, you got some butter on it all. There you go. See? That's what you got. And I think I put more cheese in it than it calls for, so I mean, do what feels right to you, you know. I put a little bit more cheese in it. But you're supposed to sprinkle some cheese on the top. I don't think I saved quite enough. There, that'll be fine on the frozen one. And this one that I'm fixing to pop in the oven, let me sprinkle some cheese on it. And then panko. And I made too much. A cup and a half would have been fine. I always make too much breadcrumbs. My problem is. Or maybe it'll be about right. Maybe it'll be about right for 2 of these. I think I did a little extra because just to make sure I had plenty for both pans. Okay. My oven is preheated to 325. See, once you got all the stuff put together, the celery chopped up and onion chopped up, whatever, casseroles are easy. And they just make a good meal. Now that's what you've got. I'm gonna pop it in the oven, bake it for about 35 minutes, and I will show you when it's all done, okay? Easy peasy. All right, y'all, I just took this out of the oven, and first let me tell you, I noticed that I said 325, 375. Could get it 375, not 325. I mean, you can at 325, it'll just take longer. This just came out of the oven. See, it's got the brown topping. And let me see. Let me just take out a bite. family's waiting to eat. Now see here. It's just got the crumb topping and all the good chicken and all the stuff inside. It's steaming hot. I don't even know if I can take a bite. Burn my mouth off. I really will burn my mouth off. It's good. Chicken, celery, hard-boiled eggs. I know that sounds strange, but it's really not. In there, it doesn't taste strange. There's a lot of chicken. You can use one of those rotisserie chickens or whatever, you know, that you buy at Sam's or. But you gotta have that crunchy topping. Whatever kind you want. Crushed up potato chips. Whatever. $3.75, 30-35 minutes. Celery's crunchy. It's good. Or maybe that was an almond. And I have 2 dishes out of it. I'm gonna have 2 meals. I want y'all to have a great day. Make you something good to eat. Gotta have something good to eat to have a good day. In my world. Love y'all.